Here we are in Glendale at the corner of Everett and Dryden Street, and we actually have two houses out of the 7 houses in 91207 that sold at auction in the last 4 months. We actually have 2 houses that are right next door to each other. This one right here on the corner is actually pending. The property sold at auction. This is 1101 North Everett. This property sold at auction for $495,000. They placed it on the market at $595,000, so $100,000 more. It's got a pool and it's tired. It's a little older looking. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,515 square feet on a 7,450 square foot lot. The property next door at 1105 North Everett sold at auction for $564,965.01. It sold for a penny over the minimum opening bid, and it's actually a nicer looking property. It's a character home, almost the same size. This property at 1105 is actually 1,584 square feet, so a little bit bigger. It's also a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and lot size is about the same. They're both about 7,000 feet. This property again was purchased for just under $565,000 at auction, and is currently on the market for $644,000. So really, the investor's not going to make any money on this property, and the way the market's going, will likely lose a little bit of money. I'm surprised that they sold this one. I think the pool helped it sell. This one at 1101, and they'll probably make about $50,000, but I'll update you when the actual sale goes through. A lot of escrows, a lot of property has been falling out of escrow, especially for these investor auction flips. And this is Everett Street. This property is actually located at 1137 North Everett in the city of Glendale, 91207, and was purchased on April 16th at the Trustee sale auction for $575,000. It's not on the MLS, but it is listed with a broker at $799,000. It's cut up inside. It's really needs a lot of work. There is a guest house, kind of a shabby but 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom and an office guest house in the back. Not much of a yard to speak of, and then they converted the attic, but it's real narrow spaces upstairs. But again, purchased at auction for $575,000, and they're just listed the property for $800,000. I don't think they'll get it, but it is rare to have a full guest house in this neighborhood. So even if they got $700,000, the investor would still make quite a profit on this one. Here we are driving down the Jackson Street in Glendale, and this property is close to Mountain. It's on the first block south of Mountain, and this is a bank-owned property that sold back in in April of 03 for $800,000. Really a kind of an ugly duck in the neighborhood of mostly character homes in this neighborhood, but this certainly is not one of them. It is a large property, and it went back to the bank at just around $800,000. There was no bidders at the auction. So currently this property is owned by the bank. Here we have a property at 417 Lorraine Street in Glendale, California, 91207. This was purchased by a third-party investor at the Trustee sale auction on July 14th for a penny over the opening bid of $467,500. And this is it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,324 square foot single family residence. Really in a pretty nice part of Glendale. 1 block off of, south of Mountain, yet parallel to Mountain. And it's not yet on the market. Usually it takes about a month to 2 months, in some cases even 4 months if they're fixing them up for the property to hit the market. Or sometimes it's actually a investor that purchases it to keep. But this property probably will be listed for about $100,000 over the third-party purchase price. Here we have a single-family house in Glendale, 91207 at 305 East Stalker. almost to Brand Boulevard in the area of Rossmoyne. This is a 2,200 square foot house on a good long lot, almost 8,500 square foot lot. The investor purchased this property at the trustee sale auction on April 14th for $560,000. The opening bid was $271,000, and they put quite a bit of money into redoing this property. It's currently listed on the MLS actually as a backup offer listing at $611,900. So this is a situation where the auction investor will actually likely lose a little bit to quite a bit of money, depending on what it closes for and/or. Here we are on Royal, one of the historic streets here in Glendale. This house is located at 1820 Las Flores Drive in Glendale, 91207. It's a 2,200 square foot character home in need of repairs. It was purchased by an investor at the trustee sale auction on April 13th, 2010 for $675,500. And it's got a view overlooking Glendale Community College, and but only out from the side, really. It's tucked away on a corner off of Royal Boulevard, and the property just went into escrow. I actually called about it to find out what the situation was, and they paid again $675,500 and put it on the market at $745. There was a little flexibility on the price, so really thin margin on this auction purchase. And again, the way escrows are going, they'll be lucky to make a profit on this property. But let's see if we can take a look inside, because it is nicer than several of the other auction properties we were looking at, and no work has been done. Just a little bit of demolition possibly, but that could have been done by the homeowner who lost the property in foreclosure as well. There is a pool in the backyard, and it is on a nice sized lot, and as well it has a nice flow. It's got wainscoting up the staircase and parquet floors throughout. And you do get a little bit of a view looking west. But again, really a fixer and a pretty high price in this area.